welcome to Inner Circle Guidance. Today I'm going to be doing a collective reading, but for those of you who are new to the circle, hello and welcome. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I post new readings every single day. And if you're looking for personal services or personal readings, the new Inner Circle Guidance website is live and ready to be explored. I'm offering new services, new pricing, and some locked in exclusive deals for new manifestation coaching clients. Let's find out what the circle needs to know today. All right, the card that first came out was I don't need your approval. Then we have I love myself enough to walk away. All right. So these are shadow oracle cards, which means that these are more than likely things that your subconscious is saying to somebody right now. Could potentially be something that somebody's saying to you. But more than likely, this is your energy. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say. Okay. We have the Page of Cups. Let's put these over here. We have the Emperor. We have the Moon. We have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Magician. I'll put it here. And we have the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck. And I did see this Three of Cups, so I'm going to pull it as well. Okay. What's interesting here is that I'm picking up on, it's like a releasing energy, but it's also like a protective energy. And it's like there's romantic energy here, but there's also energy that doesn't have anything to do with romance at all. That has more to do with like maybe family or friends or past friends, people in your circle. I'm seeing that in the past, you may have been the type of person who cared a lot about what other people thought of you. Or it was like everything came before your own worth, your own physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional well-being. It was like everything else came before your own celebration of self in a lot of ways. There was a lack of approval from a lot of the people in your life. And I'm seeing that a lot of you searched for that approval, maybe through means that could have been negative, or maybe were not self-serving. Maybe some of you were people-pleasing or overgiving, or you were fawning and sort of telling people what they wanted to hear and doing what was expected of you. And now I'm seeing that you're walking away from that. But what I'm also seeing here with the Emperor being on the table next to the Moon, and then we have the Six of Pentacles, there's a balance between masculine and feminine energy here. But it's like your masculine energy is finally stepping in the right ways to protect you from harm. You're finally standing up for yourself, and your masculine energy is standing up for your feminine energy and standing up for your vulnerability. And there's this offer now that's coming in with the Page of Cups, where now there's this journey that you're about to go on, where you're going to fully learn how to love and accept yourself, but also how to support yourself in all the ways that the people in your past did not support you. I'm seeing that this is going to be a big transformation emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually, because it's going to shift the way that you perceive a lot of things, not only about yourself, but the way that you perceive the world around you. I think I said this in the other reading. And funny enough, we have full moons again here, and we have literally the moon card. So again, this is a process that seems to still be happening throughout this next lunar cycle. I'm also seeing here that with the moon, there's certain things and certain energies that may be hidden at this time, but there's also a heightened sense of intuition and a heightened sense of synchronicity. Fate may be stepping in, or destiny may be stepping in right now to realign you to some sort of purpose or some sort of timeline that's meant to show you something very important, something that's really going to broaden your horizons in a lot of ways. I'm seeing that there may be a lot of synchronistic events. There may be a lot of divine guidance coming in. There may be things coming together in this next month in ways that just seems completely impossible, or that you never thought could have happened before. Because this balance is coming in, I'm also seeing that it's also bringing in new opportunity for you to receive things on a deeper level, experience happiness and fulfillment on a deeper level. I'm also seeing that there's a lot of self-mastery happening with the Magician. And it's going to allow you to shift your timeline in ways that you've been stuck in a long time. So wherever you've been struggling to manifest certain things, I'm seeing that there's going to be a shift happening with that, where you're going to be able to fall more in love with yourself, build your own self-confidence, build your inner foundation to where you're less influenced by the negativity of others. And I'm also seeing that there's going to be a coming together of positive energies and a coming together of relationships that's going to be happening. This shift in yourself is going to make it easier to connect to the different relationships in your life. Now, this isn't literally just relationships with people. This is your relationship with various things in your life in ways that you haven't before. And it's also going to show you in areas where maybe you've had difficulty with the connection. So the two easiest examples I can give at this time is sometimes our relationship with food can have more to do with comfort. If we grew up in a space where our parents did not provide comfort to us, or did not make us feel safe, or did not show us a certain amount of attention, or made us feel inadequate or unloved in certain ways, some of us can turn to food for comfort. It can become an emotional experience when you're eating. The other thing I can think of right now is money. If you grew up struggling, or you grew up where there was no stability, or you were shown that money was not safe in some way, those relationships where you've struggled, or where you've fallen very heavily into your feminine or your masculine without balance, are going to be brought into alignment and brought into balance in ways that haven't been balanced before. That also means that there may be certain triggers coming up, but they're triggers that are going to show you what things need more attention at this time. It's going to align you with new opportunities to meet other people. I'm also seeing there's going to be a lot of celebrations happening, so there may be a lot of positive things also coming in during this time. There may be accomplishments. There could be networking happening where you're meeting the right people, or you happen to be at the right place at the right time, where opportunity meets preparedness. But I'm really seeing that a lot of this has to do with you finally standing in your power in a way that you didn't before. You finally being unafraid to be seen and heard, because maybe in the past or in your childhood you were punished for truly being seen and heard. Maybe you were punished for giving your opinions, or speaking out, or being your own individual authentic self, whatever it may be. But I'm seeing a lot of healing and a lot of abundance is coming in. If you need some help either getting over certain relationships, or you need some help figuring out how to fall back in love with yourself. Ironically, this whole reading has a lot to do with my book that just came out. For those of you who don't know, my book, The Breakup Journal, A Guide to Get Over Your Ex and Fall Back in Love with Yourself, just came out, I think like a month and a half ago on Amazon. It's available in print and ebook. But this book, although it's geared more towards romantic relationships, it's important to note here that separation can happen in various types of relationships for various reasons. But this book in particular would be helpful for this situation, not only because it kind of guides you through the difficult pinpoints that you may have had in relationships, not just romantic ones, because there's questions in here. This is kind of like a guided journal and a self-improvement book all in one. But the questions and things that are in here are designated to not only help with breaking negative cycles, with changing mindsets and those things in regards to relationships, but this book is very much designated to teaching you how to be your own foundation for yourself, how to create self-love, self-acceptance, how to feel secure and trusting in your own abilities, trusting in your own self, trusting in your own wisdom and guidance. And a lot of that is mentioned here in my book. So this, for those of you who are struggling with this or are in the process of trying to balance these two energies, this may be a good tool for you, as well as I mentioned that I was doing manifestation coaching as well. So that might be something that you want to look into, because coaching is a way to also work one-on-one with me to break down some of these energetic blocks and figure out what's holding you back from your highest potential. So anyway, no pressure for any of those things. Those are just tools that can help you. But ultimately, all of this is good energy. There are going to be moments where things are going to feel a little heavy, only because I'm seeing that there's certain things that you're in the process of releasing that you've been carrying for a long time that you didn't realize you were carrying. But this is going to bring you to a much more abundant timeline. Not only do you have the 10 of Cups, which is a very abundant card, but you have the Magician as well. And the Magician is a card of abundance having to do with wish fulfillment. So good energies, keep your head up. If you're feeling tired, if you're feeling frustrated, make sure you're taking some time for self-care. Make sure you're taking some time to journal, whether it's with my book or it's in your own journal or it's another tool that you are using to help you. But it's important at this time to take time for yourself. I'm gonna leave the reading here. If it resonated with you, don't forget to like this video and comment your affirmation down below. Your affirmation for this reading is, honestly, I feel like these are kind of affirmations because a lot of you are leaving behind old ways of thinking, feeling, and doing that is better serving you. And you're walking away from needing the approval of others. So I'm going to let you come up with your own affirmation for this reading, but I feel like these two things are a guide for that for you. And as always, may your life be full of light, full of love, abundance, and gratitude. I'll see you next time.